Welcome into Wvua 23 Sports. I'm Jenn Chapman. As I mentioned earlier in our news program, Auburn was put on upset alert this afternoon. But before we get to the Tigers, Alabama was opening up their 2015 home schedule against Middle Tennessee State University here at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Nick Saban and the Tide have won the last 16 at home. First quarter, after a Middle Tennessee turnover, Bama looking to capitalize, and they do. Jay Coker hits Robert Foster, and he does the rest for the 19-yard touchdown. Tide go up 7-0. Second quarter, now Bama up 7-3, and Derrick Henry punches it in from 2 yards out. Tide up 2 scores with a stout defensive presence as well. Later in the second quarter, Derrick Henry again from the goal line, touchdown. Bama goes up 21-3 and would lead at the half 23-3 thanks to a Bama safety on a blocked punt by Rodney Harrison. In the third, Bama leading 30-3, and Henry does it again, this time from 28 yards out. The Tide now up 37-3. One bright spot for MTSU and for Tuscaloosa was local ACA product Austin Grammer getting the time on the field, delivers a 15-yard touchdown pass to Rod Duckworth. Bama wins 37-10. Wvua 23 Sports Director Gary Harris has more.
Alabama's performance on Saturday afternoon here at Bryant-Denny Stadium wasn't its best, but the Tide still won going away, defeating Middle Tennessee 37-10. And on a Saturday when SEC rival Auburn was taken to overtime at home by Jacksonville State, and SEC rival Arkansas lost at home to Toledo, the Crimson Tide will take this W and move on.
We did some good things out there today. Defense did a great job of getting turnovers. We got 4 turnovers. Played better as the game went on defense. They did a lot of things that, we weren't very well prepared for, and we had to make a lot of adjustments during the game. I thought the players did a really good job of that.
They moved pretty fast. I'd say about an 8 or 9. So at the beginning, I was a little below myself, so I had to get used to the pace. So it's a good team, and they had a bunch of good skill guys.
The quarterback competition continues for Alabama. Basically, it came down to this. Jay Coker played the first half. Cooper Bateman played the second half. Both did some good things. Both had mistakes. After the game, Nick Saban seemed pleased with the play of his 2 QBs.
Offensively, we started to establish an identity, I thought, against Wisconsin. I don't think we had much of one today. That's not all the quarterback's fault, but there are many things that the quarterbacks could do better, and we'll certainly focus on trying to get them to play better.
So Alabama plays these first 2 non-conference games and gets victories. They're 2-0, but next week it is going to be intense. Ole Miss will come into Bryant-Denny on Saturday night for the SEC opener. Remember, the Rebels knocked off the Tide last year in Oxford, and Ole Miss is averaging more than 70 points per game this season. Reporting from Bryant-Denny Stadium, I'm Gary Harris, Wvua 23 Sports.
Last week, Stillman opened their season with a huge loss to the University of West Alabama by a final of 52-9. Stillman boasts a young roster, but third-year head coach Teddy Keaton expects more from his Tigers. So today, in their home opener, Stillman looking for major improvements from last week. First quarter, Concordia on the goal line, and Alexander Montgomery pushes his way through. Hornets go up 7-0. Second quarter, Stillman's defense showing up big, a safety to get the Tigers on the board, down 7-2. Fourth quarter, Stillman down 15-2. Tigers, LeJon Cordier hits ACA grad Hudson Kane across the middle. Now they're within striking distance, and after another safety for the Tigers, Cordier finds Lenwood Joyner in the end zone. This would be the game winner. Tigers come from behind to win 18-15. Here's Coach Keaton excited after the game.
We're a young football team. I told our guys coming in this game, we're going to have to fight, we're going to learn how to play, and they kind of grew up today. We still got some issues on offense we got to work on. I think the defense played solid. I think we just came out in the fourth quarter and we didn't give up.